Hello guys, welcome to Asher Lance Show. Please subscribe and notify yourself more videos. Doing more live streams. Can I go to sleep or something? Oh, let's do this. Taco and Rosalind. shows. What you say there? The you say getting lots of initiates these days. Lots of initiates. What they just say it was. Not reckon initiates here looking for work. Work you seek? Well, you need not fret us. I just happen to have a task. And he's tending a dear friend of mine lost in something or such is holed up in a lighthouse on the side of the trip. Used to be that I visit the lad once a night to see how he was ridden. But my legs just ain't the same since gone to grabbing hold of them. I'll be grateful if you could check up the candle keep in instead. Oh, and don't you be forgetting to take along 4 curved jackal things. Tell them they're they know he'll understand. Fufu. Pour off of a food cart, free lunch, help making hot meal. Oh, it's me. I seem to have gone and misplaced 4 of my packed lunches. Whatever am I to do? I can hear Bryn bellies grumbling from all the way over here. Certainly I haven't made enough for everyone, so it must be that I've either dropped a few or gave some to the wrong fella. Well, did you hear that? It was Abner's belly again. He does not look at all pleased, does he? I must stay with my car, but if you could search the dry dock and see if you cannot find those lunches, I would be eternally grateful. I even whipped together something special for you. That Emperor just gave me the evil eye. The lunches don't turn up soon, I'm afraid he'll come over. Here and eat me. Come over and eat you, you say? What if he needed one of her lunch back, yeah, you say? Here I was beginning to think this last had for me. Not that she's type, yeah, I think a woman a few hands taller, a few pencils heavier, and a few shades bluer, if you're catching my drift. Don't have mind the extra meal though, a man can work a pilot craven. Been pounding, stretching, and shaping sheets of iron all day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't tell me you came to collect my lodge. I can't see it in the cute eyes of yours. I knew right well that none of these lunches was meant for me. What would today be my day off and all, but I never thought little one would miss just one. I'll give back to lunches. Would you promise me you'll not mention that was I who took it? I don't want the last thing. I was trying to swindle her though. That's sort of what I was trying to do, but she doesn't have to know that now, does she? Right then, carry on. Do 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 do. You tell me you found the lunches, I swear Evelyn has shifted several paces closer since you departed. 1, 2, 3, 4. You did it. You found all the missing lunches. As I can rest in peace, knowing Adrian will be indulging his cannibalistic fantasies. At least for today. Like a shipwright, Hazel needs help getting his rivets. When it comes to rivets, you can search the realm over, but you won't find none better than House Hazel 10 score rivet of bell I drive twice that if I am not in cups. The keys to driven rivets proper like is how hot you can get the buggers. The hotter the rivet, the stronger the bond. You'll make with the steel plates, problem being because I too heat me rivets into the forge. They'd be cold as a dead orange torch by the time I haul them back to victory. That's why I was used the white hot cores lightning spirits. As you can see, me supplying running tab low. If you ain't much trouble with you look hard as to fetch me stuff, you look as if you could take a whole pack of spirits with one hand tied behind your arse. I kill a lot of stuff. Cover dry dock yard master 608 crew has taken inventory. I'm looking for a strapping young venture good with her numbers to help tally our remaining supplies, playing some log, but I suppose you'll have to do. Now that the work on the victory is nearly completion, I need one final count on the lumber we have, so I determine if we need more. I already have resin, Nelson, and women fully starting to tally, so speak. We're going to see what they found, then bring me back the exact number of quarter deck logs and forecast planes remaining on site. Understood? Just finished counting a tender mass, and the yard master ain't going to like what I tell him. The tell will be me guest than last. Being as big as she is, will be fitting with 3 large-sized masts and 2 smaller masts. Each mast have its own set of 4 to 5 spares or cross masts from which the sails hang one then via scholarly form all of them gates to know that's whole hell worth of lumber. The soldiers made mast-worthy log. What did I count here? 4, not 400, not for a score, not even 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can take that to Yardmaster, but don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. $200 oak with planks, not one more, no, not one less. I counted them twice and I counted them twice, or just for a good measure. You may be in trouble though if the shipwright needs any more than what you see before you fire the calamity claimed most of the tree of oak wood, and what of those remaining you ask why we chopped down the rest to help build the victory. I trust you had enough fingers to help you through the tally, so tell me now, what do we find? Those be grim numbers indeed. Calamity might be just a daily memory, but it seems we still far from truly healing. The soft-blooded low Manson, it's pains me to say, but we may have to turn to the tree folk in Gondia if we finish the victory on time. Other places because too high level for me. I will die. Let's talk about 2 battle here. Stone debris. Those village oranges brimming with nectar, they could drop any second. Right to the perfection, how sweet it is. It is like this just go like this so a retired pirate comes down with scurvy. It's serve them right. Just goes to show you can't teach an old sea dog new trick. You think the admiral will know that. Seek to restore equilibrium by having orange nectar is sweet, but rest assured it's paid for its sweet. They have pollinate each orange by hand because of the blasted that prey on the nearby bee. We can only eradicate 75 pukes hatchlings. They must have anything to do. Form debris. Little feathers. Unlock. The buzz on the wind tells me you've done the deed. Only pestilence plaguing my orchards are those wonderful bulbs out of the water. You only could get rid of the parasitic parasites as you did the pesky. It's surely proven you are not one of the last obstacles standing in your path. These supposedly pining pirates will have as industrious as you. Finding borders is all well and good. I'm out to know rugged frontier can't be settled by about. What do you want? Just to call. No, lads, I'm afraid I can't give you work like that. Okay. Weapons. I have to go down south and take care of that then, I guess. Okay. Do-do-do-do. What's the choco ball? In 2 minutes. Fine with me. Magnolia crab. To help exterminate an unknown pet. Give me a mentor, I might have a moment of your time. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Azum, field assessor of Malavan Gate. My work was to custom house involving the investigation of claims made regarding the awful imports of restricted items from foreign shores. Recently, there have been a number of petitions made by the residents of Candlekeep Quarry concerning a species not native to Albert. If this species is indeed alien to this island, it must be located and destroyed immediately before it allows to reproduce and possibly disturb natural balance. Found here amongst the area's fauna, I would ask that you keep this lump of treated dodo flesh and place it upon one of the mounds of soil thought to be the nest of the invasive species. The odor should draw forth whatever creature lurking beneath, making it easy targets. Dishes. Right, we have collected eggs from cargo carried on ship. Following from Ratsahan before, but always Limsa or Limsa. There are no regular ship traveling to or from the Tayana nation, taking stops here at Candlekeep Koi, nor would they ever need to. Unless the mites did not come from a ship that laid anchor here, but from a different vessel, along with more innocent motive. I believe this will require further investigation. I thank you again for assistance. Perhaps I may require some skin in the near future. Hello, do I see one person watching? Oh. They can't get right lonesome up here all alone with naught but the wind chills to keep a man company. Someday I crave Jackal Fang to help clear me heads. With the voice calling me back to the Great Blue. Well, as soon as Mother sent you, did he? Well, you tell that old man that needed wake his few last sons in the realm, worrying about poor Watson's I'll carry on as I always have in the service of the sailor, alone till the day I die. Whistling the carbon keeps, Craven helps keep me head clear, tit or company with ease to sell to. Truth is, with each turn of the sun I creep closer to the blink of madness. All day and all night I dream of someone who might rescue me from this prison. Someone broad and hale, white with skin the color of the sea and eyes that'll suck you into that like a maelstrom. Someone like Tota. Been enchanting by her sweet magic. Since I first saw her, a young lass from a morbid dry docks on patrol on the God's grip. Called at me, but I was too up inside by fear to meet her gaze. Now since her promotions to head watch, she can be bothered to make climb. I will tell her how it feels, but me duty to the sailor. Wait, might you could tell her for me? Make worth your while. You could make her nice nurtured Lily Bell. Think she'll like that? Oh, I reckon she like that. Ain't met a woman. What didn't like flowers? God damn, you guys know. These sailors need to work on their fucking English. empty heart or here. Where are you calling from? I don't recall sending for no initiate, eh? Cause I once knew her last name Kasumi back when I served on the pile dancer. She was a bunctious young lass with eyes as big as brown as ordered pumpkins. Yet, they ain't her though. Those ain't quite right. And Amariah, oh, I got something to tell me, has it? Boss like, what's the mumble? Look, so within about this time. No, let me guess that he's lonely black. But her a warm woman in his arms, under of his lap, it'd be alright. That's right. This is what I do to help me forget that what ails me. Not that all mental those needs much help with forgetting my deeds. Might be that I'll send him a few saucy trumpets, feminine. A gift from me from the candle keep and Ashmith torch. Well, I don't recall ever meeting anyone. Unless it's Louisville. Yes, it's coming back to me now. Ross, and I believe his name was. I remember specifically commenting on how I despise my patrol through the God's grip, where the area is full of nosy and silly bells, and the terrible weeds always send into squeezing fits. While I am flattered, I'm afraid I cannot return a gesture as head of watch of Warburg Dry Dock. It is my responsibility to see that the peace is kept until the victory. Christening, I simply haven't had to pay would be suitor any mind, no matter how desperate they may be. So perhaps when the ship is complete, I could consider a climb up the peninsula, perhaps. I got get this thing done. Hit 3 core and I can be done with a day's work and back at the ale house where I belong. Hey, you're really done gone and fetch me the blinking cores. I'm gonna be pleased to see that he's well. Just the foreman what came up with the idea to use cores to heat the rivet. Her one that man, sharper than a fang. Fish back speed. Probably is why he made Chief so quickly, like. Hello, how you doing? I see one person watching. Another person back. Good chat if you want. Look. Operator, look for someone to assist with travel. Oh, for the love of lemon, not again. A leather ripped up bloody shreds, and no, not all reaches your cheeky sod. It's megalo crabs. They've been at the balloon envelope I left out to dry on the rocks. The hellish spawn snippers think they found a squid or something. Said to nibbling. This balloon in the air means this cargo getting lifted, and that don't sit too well with me. You're looking for a quick job, but you crack your shell before you'll head off on your way. You can put down 5 or so the buggers that I don't do this for now. You couldn't have slipper good, bloody riddance. Nice work there, lass. Still won't be long before a new crew of crowd comes sliding in to claim that territory, and our loads just keep getting heavier. With all the rebuilding going on. If I don't want to bury it under the mountain or crate, I'm best thinking of a solution to those snipper problems. Doodly doo. Doodly dee. Jackal. Welcome back, Kasumi. How did it feel to conquer such a furious foe? Let us ride away from triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Challenge success will make your company foreseer climb on one of her inspection. Experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcana. Pray do not cherry. Kasumi waits for you floor below within for details. A tiny appearance, I expect the shall we proceed to the job at hand. I have been tasked with examining the wares of a Gotham peddler caravan run by the Boss family. I suspect that beastmen merchants are dealing in forbidden goods, and as such I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 6% chance of inviting physical violence. I prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities. There is an important precaution you should be made aware of before discussing the final parts of my plan. So I am considering gifted in the formation of tactics. I lack reflex coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategy on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perception accordingly. Now, should the goblin offer battle, you are excused. Execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as strategic and focus fire. You and your emerald concubine will concentrate your attack on a single foe and one by one enemy will wither under the combined onslaught, probably a victory 95%. Chance. Report highlights the peddler in the vicinity of the crock pot in middle of La Cia will depart meeting the accused to seek to meet once your wife. Yeah, a little dragon pet. I am a four-seer clan of Melas, Neilvan's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty, sneaky peekers, gobbly spit, unlanders. Das yes, of Sabiyan. Predictable, aggressive response. Well, very well. Assuming remember what we discussed. As you've done adaptation and provision, I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. This was a perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactic, it is necessary to fully understand your own strength and weakness. On the note, there is an alert which I will ask you when it comes to improving the probability of success of a strategy. Consider it more effective and concentrate on playing to your strength or storing up your weakness. Covering my weakness. Well, again, you respond as a guildmaster once that I must realize probability your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, as much as certain. But to return to the subject, the battle plan, your calculation must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to guild and make a report to Mistress Halbergen until next we meet. I shall aid a bit here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep company. Back from the field committee, they contacted me with a summary of events. Since you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself, that particular lesson is ordinary taught only to intermediate practitioners. But a sufficient story of combat experience from which it is difficult to fully appreciate the profoundly but seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep on your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind. One last thing, consider the dedication you have shown towards our disciple. I've decided to permit you to explore our teachings offered by other guilds. I was just, however, that you first mastered the science of Arcana. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well no matter the path. If you choose to walk, return to me when you're a reason to tell you the times is alright. Just Level 15. Armory unlocked. I actually could call the dress call. That'll be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.